Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be learning how to cut shadow and side slim khimar. You can see the joining at the side. So side slim khimar has joining on both sides, unlike the shadow khimar that does not have joining at the side, but both has joining at the back. Let's get started. So this is the material I'll be using. You measure the front length measurement plus 1 inch. So that's what I'm doing here. The front length measurement plus 1 inch. Then you measure it in 2 places. You won't cut it out. So if you are using 60 inches plus 1 inch, that's 61. So that means you are cutting 60 in 2 places. So you measure 122, right? Then you fold it. You can see. So I've done that already. So you can see that I've done that already. So it is unfold. So you confirm your front length measurement, the 61 inches. You can see. After you confirm it, then you cut it out. So depending on the length you are working with, the front length. So I'm working with front length 60 inches. So but 4 yards should be okay for full khimar. This I do not use up to 4 yards here. So you can see this is the front side. You can see that it's doubled, and this side is folded, the breadth. So you can see. So after that, you are going to fold the front part, the open mouth part. You fold it. So I didn't capture that in the video. That's why I want to use this to explain to you so that you know what I'm talking about. So you need to fold about 5 inches at the open mouth where you measure your 61 inches, your front length measurement area. So you need to fold like 5 inches so that the back will be longer than the front. You know, the back usually longer than the front. So this is very important. You fold it like this before forming a triangle. So this to add to the length of the back, right? Then you fold it in triangle like this. You know, this is just sample. This side will be longer. You understand? So this is what we have now. When you do it like that, you have something like this. So after folding the 5 inches at the front length area, then you form a triangle. Just take the down or the front length where that 61 inches stop, then use it to form a triangle. So this is it. So after you form a triangle, you take your tape as seen to measure that 61 inches. Your front length measurement, measure it round. Measure your front length measurement. You measure it round. So ensure that you put your tape at, you can see, at this angle. Ensure that the tape is here. Then you'll be shifting your tape. Ensure that it's straight. Your tape is straight and is at this angle. You can see this upper part, the pointed part here. Then you should be shifting your tape to measure that 61 inches round, depending on the front length you are working with. So I use 61. That's why I measure 61 inches round. So you cut what we just cut out. Just follow the shocking, the curve, you cut it out. So after that, you should know that you have the parts. There are some parts that it won't be longer. The back will not be as long as the front, since the material we are using is by 60 and the back measurement is usually longer than that 60. So you have to join it. So you take the leftover fabric. This is 2. It must be 2 pieces. You have it. So you have to join it at the center here. So use 1/2 inch to join it. That's why you place it, just let it lap by half inch, and this side too let it lap, let it to be longer than the khimar. You can see the joining, the fabric that I want to use to join. You can see that it is half inch out here, so that I'll use that half inch to join it. So after placing it like that, when placing it, ensure that I use half inch to lap it for joining to the khimar too. So after placing it like that, just take your tipple and measure that 61 inches, so that you have your down curve back. So you can see the way I'm doing, just the way we measure it earlier, just to have that shape back. So there's not how shadow khimar will not have joining at the back if the back length measurement is more than 60 inches, right? So after that, you cut it out. What you just chalk, you cut, take your tipple, take your scissors, then you cut it out. Just what you chalk, follow what you chalk. You can see the 5 inches that I folded inside. So you have to open up, you open the khimar. So before you cut the round sleeve, so you can see the joining. This is what you cut. I'm going to attach that to the down of the khimar to complete the back length measurement. So you can see you open up the 5 inches before you cut out the sleeve. Very, very important. So after you open that 5 inches, then you form a triangle again before you cut out the round sleeve. You can see. Ensure you open that 5 inches for the back length. So after that, take your tipple, measure your sleeve length. I use sleeve length of 28 inches. Then your round sleeve, I use 5.5, depending on what you want. You can use 6. So this is it. So this shadow khimar, this is how to cut shadow khimar. So you are done with that, just cut your sleeve like that. Yeah, cut your sleeve, then you attach your cap. You can see the whole this shadow, this is how to cut shadow, and you notch this side to fix your cap. So for side slim khimar, I'm going to teach you that now. So the only difference for that side slim is that you just want to reduce the down wideness of the khimar. So it's the same cutting. So we'll do that now. Instead of us to just cut out the round sleeve area, this side we are going to reduce the down wideness. So you can see, you can decide the wideness you want, just measure what you want. So you can decide to measure 30 something from the other side, but this I cut about 12 inches out here. So measure 12 inches, you can measure 10 inches depending on what you want. So I just to reduce the down wideness, you connect it from where your sleeve length stop, from where that 28 inches I measure for sleeve length. I start it from there, then connect it to that of the khimar. So I told you that I measure 12 inches there. From there, then you connect it from that sleeve length. You can see from here, the sleeve where sleeve length stop to 28 inches. Then you cut it. This side is 12 inches, so it's not a fixed number, so you can reduce or increase it, right? So you can see, so this side slim, just to reduce this down wideness. So you are going to join this part later, so I'll show you. So for the sleeve, so measure what you want, like that 5 inches or 6 inches. Measure the measurements. You measure your hand sleeve measurements, just measure it there and you notch. So that's where we are going to fix our sleeve. So if you do this, that means you cut side sleeve, khimar, and what I cut out, I can still see my sleeve. So the another good thing about side sleeve is khimar. If you don't have enough cloth, what you cut out, you can see your sleeve there, even cap. So that's what I'm doing from what I cut out. So I'm cutting the sleeve, both sleeve, so you can make any sleeve of your choice. So you notch. So I'm going to fix the sleeve here, right? And for the cap, just normal way of cutting the cap too. Just fold it like this in breadth and in length. Then 4x7. At times I use 4x8. So depending on what you want. Anyway, so you can see. So I'll teach you how to sew it now. You can see the down joining. So this is the joining of join the center. You can see and I have one piece. So join the two piece we cut for the down attachment. So I'm going to notch the center of the khimar, the down center, so that you place the joining of the attachment, let it align with the center of the khimar where you notch. So you are going to sew it here. You sew it like this, then the other side you sew it like this too by 1/2 inch. I've done that already. You can see the joining. So after that, you can see you can overlock it, ensure that you overlock. So after that, you take your cap. You can see you attach your cap. So after you attach your cap, measure your face circumference. From where your face circumference stop, you sew it down. You can see I've done that already. You can see. So you can overlock this side and stitch it down, the lower part of the face circumference. So after that, you take your sleeve. So you attach your sleeve from here to here. Alright, attach your sleeve like this by 1/2 inch. So you do the same to the other side too. So after attaching the sleeve, you should have something like this. Then you take it like this. You sew from the sleeve mouth down to down of the khimar, and you overlock the down part. So this is the outcome. You can see how easy it is, and you can see the size joining for the side sleeve, and you can see the joining at the back. Please subscribe to my channel, like and share my video, and tap notification bell so that you can be notified when we upload videos. Masala.